Hey everyone, and happy Wednesday. My name is Jessica, and I'm a clinical psychology doctoral intern at CAPS. And this is CAPS' live stream of Keep Calm, Breathe Online. Keep Calm, Breathe Online is an interactive stream where you can learn about mindfulness, practice some mindfulness meditation exercises, and also have some of your mindfulness and mental health questions answered. I'd like to welcome anyone who is watching live today, as well as anyone who may be watching this at a later date. And also, as a reminder, if you are watching today on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button for more great videos from CAPS. Before we get started today, I would like to remind everyone that these videos are not therapy and questions here are not confidential. However, if you are a WSU student and would like to reach out for confidential therapy services, please give us a call at 316-978-4792 to get scheduled for an appointment. In addition, there are also resources that anyone can always contact should you need immediate support. For example, you can always reach the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255. You can also always access the National Crisis Text Line at 741-741. Today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different than usual, and we're going to be focusing on purposely taking in details of our surroundings using each of our senses. Today, we're going to be striving to notice maybe some small details in your surroundings or near you that your mind usually would tune out, but we're going to use mindfulness today to really tune into some of those distant sounds or maybe the textures of objects that you're around. And so before we get started, let's just take a few deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And just trying to center ourselves before we get started with the exercise. So again, inhaling and exhaling. And one more big deep breath in and out. And so as we get started, the first sense we are going to focus on is our sense of vision. And so I'd like you to look around wherever you're at right now and name 5 different objects or things that you can see. It might be helpful to look for small details, such as maybe a pattern on your ceiling, maybe the way light is reflecting off of the surface, maybe an object that you never noticed before or that is new. And just simply naming those objects or things in your mind without judgment. Just focusing on those 5 different things that you can see with your sense of vision. And once we have thought about 5 things and named those things, we'll move to our sense of touch. And so let's try to think of 4 things that you can feel right now. These things can be either internal or external. So you may notice the sensation of clothing on your body. If you're outside, you may feel the sun or heat on your skin, at least if you're in Wichita. You may feel the texture or surface of the chair that you're sitting in or the floor. It may be helpful to pick up an object near you and examine its weight, how heavy it is, how light it is. Feeling its texture, if it's smooth or rough or bumpy, and any other physical qualities that you can feel with your sense of touch. You can also focus on internal sensations. Maybe you are feeling tired or you feel some tension in your body somewhere. Or maybe it's emotion. Maybe you're feeling sad today or you're feeling happy. Just focusing on naming those 4 things without judgment. And once we moved from that, let's move to our sense of hearing. So I want you to think of 3 different things that you can hear right now. It may help to pay special attention to things that your mind usually might tune out. Maybe the humming of an appliance, maybe the ticking of a clock. Maybe there's some traffic or distant sounds from cars. Maybe you're outside and you can hear the wind rustling trees or leaves. Maybe there's a TV on in the background. Just really honing into your sense of hearing and naming those 3 things that you can hear right now. You may have to focus pretty hard, and sometimes we just don't hear anything, and that's okay. You can simply just name nothing as something you hear right now. And shifting our awareness to our sense of smell, let's focus on 2 things that you can smell right now. Trying to notice any smells in the air around you. Maybe you can pick up an air freshener, or maybe if you're outside, you can smell the grass or trees or flowers. You may also look around for something that has a scent. Maybe a candle, some lotion, some hand sanitizer. Maybe you just cooked your lunch and you can smell your lunch. And again, you might smell nothing, and that's okay. Just simply naming nothing as something you smell. And doing this without judgment, just simply noting the facts of what you can smell right now and focusing on those 2 things that you can smell. And lastly, moving on to our sense of taste. And so let's focus on 1 thing that you can taste right now. You may have gum in your mouth. You may taste the lunch that you just ate, or are anticipating tasting the lunch that you're going to eat. And maybe there's just not much of a taste in your mouth right now, and that's okay. Just simply naming nothing and just focusing on that sense of taste. Focusing on any flavors that you can pick up on. And as we shift our awareness from our sense of taste, let's take a few more deep breaths, breathing in and out, and in and out. And bringing our awareness back to ourselves and the environment that we're in, and we're ready to go about our day again. I find this exercise to be particularly helpful anytime you may feel distressed or anxious about something. It can be really helpful to simply stop and notice things in your surroundings to ground you and be mindful. And so I hope that this was helpful for you. I hope that this is something that maybe you can implement into your own life. But just as a reminder, please remember to let CAPS know however you are keeping up with your mindfulness practice by interacting with us on social media. You can find us at @ShockersCaps. And also, as a reminder, if you would like to reach out for confidential therapy services and you're a student at WSU CAPS, you can give us a call at 316-978-4792 to schedule an appointment. And also, I would like to remind everyone of the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255 and the crisis text line at 741-741 that anyone can always use should you need immediate support or someone you know needs immediate support. Again, thank you all so much for joining me today on this Wednesday. I will plan on seeing all of you back here again on Wednesday at 1 p.m. for Keep Calm, Breathe Online. Have a great rest